A beautiful day as it usually is. Now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul.
Thank you, D.A. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. No good from Booker.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle, here's Adams. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And here's Phoenix. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
Now Booker following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt.
And Devin Booker is big, and at 6'6", gets up there for the jam.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Now here's Johnson. And so just over a minute and a half played. Ayton finds Rubio and taken away by Paul. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Gallinari running, and Dort gets it to go.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. Oubre outside. That shot missing. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Dort. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. Rubio outside. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I think Booker's motivated tonight here. He's starting to play very aggressively. I want to see him more in there on the offensive glass.
To the left side wing. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Paul. Back to Adams. Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Suns making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Out to the right wing. Here's Bridges, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Baines with the block. Here's Sharch, and slam dunk by Sharch.
And for a big player, Šarić can get in there and get fluid. Nice finish.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Trying to find Schroeder. Gets it to him. Pass to Diallo. And it's Schroeder in the corner. It's stolen by Šarić. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Really nice read from Šarić that time to get the steal.
Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Diallo. The shot, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Carter left side. There's the pass to Jerome. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. 2 points, that one goes.
Well, don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Carter outside to the inside. Kaminsky, that one falls coming off Carter's feet.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Diallo, Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. Noel dishes to Schroeder. The pass to Ferguson. Just 5 to shoot. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
No good from Booker. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Oubre's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Paul against Rubio. And it's Paul penetrating inside. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Booker. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they're able to recover. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Thunder trailing by 12.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and it's Johnson in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Oubre off the drive. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Oubre's got 6.
Yeah, probably going to have to do more than that as Oubre is finding a way to get into that seam and then overcomes that aggressive defense to score.
Adams finds Paul. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. And Dort gets it to go. Suns leading by 10. Oubre, right side. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats one, and it's Baines missing. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Rubio. And the layup is good. And the Suns lead by 12.
And right there where he needs to be to finish off that opportunity, Ricky with an easy 2.
Paul passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Second shot opportunity. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Just love to see Chris Paul operate in that area. Slows himself down. Great balance. That's one of his many strengths.
Booker the pass to Johnson. The dish now to Baines. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to out in front of the half is Phoenix. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, the offense is depending on getting points in the paint, and they're getting those points.
And that'll about do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Here's Ayton. Bucket is good. Ayton's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. And he gets it to go. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Here's Booker. Softly drops in the floater. And the Suns lead by 12.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Adams, the pass to Dort. Adams trying to free himself up. Dort misses. Suns leading by 12. Booker outside. Ayton trying to break free. That's good from Booker on the assist by Johnson.
Got to respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, but he stays with it.
And that is one of Steven Adams' specialties. If you fail to put a body on him, he'll put you in the rim.
On the wing, Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Thunder trailing by 16. Passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Charge inside. The 10-footer. The putback. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. And here we go. Saric all alone. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Saric outside to the middle. Out to Carter. Back to Kaminsky. Carter finds Kaminsky. Here's Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got 8 points.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Ball's knocked loose. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Carter leading the charge. And the shot is good. And the Suns lead by 14.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
Down low. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
It's Noel, high post. Back to Diallo. Over Carter. It's off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns lead by 16. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Noel. Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2 guard. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Suns leading by 14. Carter right side. Pass to Jerome. Bridges for 3. And no good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Diallo no good. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Floats it up for Saric. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now, here is Muscala. Defended by Bridges. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Count it.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Saric right side. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Now, here is Muscala. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Carter, the pass to Bridges. Back to Carter. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. That one, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Great positioning on the putback. Adams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Now the pass to Rubio. Oubre on the wing. It's stolen by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Gallinari. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. No good with the triple. Suns leading by 8. Oubre passes to Ayton. Paul with the steal. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Phoenix calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:35 left in the 4th. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thanks, David. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Left side, Adams kicks to Gallinari. Paul outside, looking to get it going, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
So maybe now's the time we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. We don't have enough time.
And so Paul nails both of them.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
The drive by Booker. Oubre outside. He kicks it to Johnson. Here's Rubio. To end the drought. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Back to Gallinari. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. There's Paul. Phoenix grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Booker. Yes!
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another.
for the land of the...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on DA. It's
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5.
And I like this. Don't settle for the jumper. Attack off the dribble. Use your skill to finish. Excellent play by Gallinari.
Conley, Paul with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Count that one. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. This is his first free throw of the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. Gets a hand on it. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Gallinari surveying the D. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Adams trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Paul.
The concentration and the body control CP3 possesses is just astonishing.
It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. There's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
For Utah, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. Gallinari against Gobert. And here's Ingles outside. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Adams' shot is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 7-point differential. That one falls.
So difficult to defend. Mitchell can stretch you out to 3, beat you at the rim, and everything in between.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell for the Jazz. O'Neal's check in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And he slams that one down.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Mudiay kicks to Clarkson. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Ferguson's shot is good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Clarkson. No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Gobert can't hit. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here they come. Throws up. And the rejection by Noel. .110 left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. And then for Oklahoma City, Muscala comes in for Adams. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 2. Ferguson misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Intercepted. Stolen by O'Neal. To the paint. Gobert can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Out to the wing. Diallo inside. Defended by Moutier.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. O'Neal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Schroeder outside. Got it up. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Mike Muscala out there with Noel, and it's Diallo in at the 2 spot. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. Offensive rebound. The shot off that time. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And that one is hammered home.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Gobert. And it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier. Mitchell against Paul. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Not really fair to the defender. How do you challenge an offensive force like Mitchell when he has that kind of pump fake?
Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Clarkson.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
4 on the shot clock. Muscala misses. Jazz trail by 9. O'Neal passes to Conley. Gallinari with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And the wide open shot from Paul. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
To the inside. And Muscala kicks to Paul. Dort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
One of the most vocal players in this league, CP3 is known as a tremendous leader.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Davis throws it down.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Paul passes to Adams. 2 free throws coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul passes to Dort. Back to Paul, shoots the 3. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Davis, the pass to Ingles. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. Stolen by Mitchell. Ingles up top. No good off the back of the rim. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Noel. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Schroeder. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
And stolen by Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he bangs it home with one hand.
What's impressive about Shea, when he's running full speed, is still completely under control.
And stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. The finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Down low, it's stolen by Adams. It's Noel, high post. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Here's Noel, feeds it to Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. Oklahoma City was looking great right away. They showed great chemistry going on a quick... And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Jazz trailed by 19. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward position.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
To the middle, here's Adams. Lays it up off the glass. Adams has got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Inside, and stolen by Noel. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley into the lane. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. It's stolen by Adams. And they're running. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. To the paint. Stolen by Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Can't lose sight of Bojan Bogdanovich. He's a threat to score in transition.
Paul passes to Adams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, when Mitchell gets downhill, it's usually a bucket or a foul or both.
And the Jazz with some changes. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Gallinari outside. Paul outside. The 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And Muscala kicks to Paul. And the layup falls. Paul's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view. And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Morgan's checked in, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Diallo the pass to Ferguson. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got his second basket.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
Here's Moutier. It's tipped. Now here's Diallo. He's covered closely.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Moutier. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. There's the pass to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Here's Diallo. Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. Schroeder outside. 6 to shoot. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And that's going to go back the other direction, but they've played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Moutier. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
The cleverness of Conley getting the defender to be way too handsy with him.
The Jazz have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a 19-point lead. The Thunder have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And the first one at the line is good.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. All sorts of time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Oklahoma City sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Noel is out there with Ferguson, and it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Ferguson for 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Ingles covering. Pass to Ferguson. Adams trying to free himself up, but they recover it. Jazz trail by 19. Bogdanovich finds Conley. Clarkson on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Clarkson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Bogdanovich against Noel. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. The Thunder also changing it up. Dort's checked in, and Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The drive by Gobert. Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. And Adams sends it back. Here's Dort. Offered by Mitchell.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Adams, the pass to Paul. And they double up Paul. Noel in the corner. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The 10-footer. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Noel. Jazz trail by 20. Conley surveying the D. It's stolen by Adams.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steven Adams.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Adams' shot is good.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Bradley, and he dunks it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Schroeder against Moutier. Schroeder surveying the floor. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Jazz ball. Now into the lineup for the Thunder. Darius Faith. Deontay Burton.
Now Moutier passes it to Morgan. Little turnaround. And the miss. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, it's an NBA afternoon game here on this. D.A.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the 5. Now here's Beasley. With the floater, it's good. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's a Kogi. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Over Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Pass to Russell. Here's a Kogi. Back to Russell. Beasley against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns kicks to Russell. Beasley, the pass to Towns. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Down low, Beasley comes with the double team. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And the instincts from the veteran point guard. Chris Paul has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. Ball against Hernan Gomez. Kogi, the pass to Russell. 5 to shoot. And the basket by Kogi. Kogi's got his second bucket.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Pass to Dort. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's the break. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Beasley.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
And the dunk by Towns.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Yes, that goes in.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Russell dishes to Towns and taken away by Paul. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Here's Dort. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota will come the other way. The Timberwolves another fast break chance here. And Russell gets it to go.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline with his 3. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's a Kogi. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Kogi's got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, They've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. Russell feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. Nice D from Russell.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Back to Schroeder. Shot from 16. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And it's Beasley in the corner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offense.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got James Johnson, Culver out there with Layman, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Layman. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Diallo, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now Culver, and stolen by Noel. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. And guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Oh, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Schroeder. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And here is Muscala. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's blocked. 5-on-3 break. Here's Reed with the putback. And it's Noel with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, what persistence from Noel, a guy who does not quit on the glass. I mean, his tenacity is a huge reason as to why this team loves him.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves And it's one because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And the basket by Okogie.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. To the left side wing. Lots of room. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The offensive rebound, Okogie. Layman pass to Towns. Out to Russell. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. Towns finds Russell. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Okogie misses. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 14. Here's Paul. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns kicks to Layman. Back to Towns. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. Fires from the line. And it's Towns missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. That one good for 2.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. I'll look at the field goal percentage numbers. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota? And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Thunder trailing by 12. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
To the right side. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. Pass to Okogie. To the middle. Here's Towns. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. An easy 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Noel passes to Culver. Inside. The kick out to Towns. And Culver gets it to go on the assist by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
Here's Ferguson, covered by Beasley. Here's Noel, good on the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Feeds it to Towns. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Outside, Towns. To the paint, and there's the pass to Reed. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Ferguson. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Simply gotta love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's stolen by Schroeder. Diallo the pass to Noel. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 5. Culver with it. Passes to Reed. Outside, Towns. Beasley outside. To the inside. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Alinari comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, good. 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Reed. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reed in at the 5. Roman the paint. The Timberwolves shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams, and he converts the layup. Adams has got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot missing, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. The pass to Reed, and now the Timberwolves on the break, and that one is good.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Here's Paul. Adams, and it's Adams on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wide open shot from Paul. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And the basket by Okogie.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Brushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. Down low. Here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
For 3, Okogie. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gallinari outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That's his first foul. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Paul looking over the floor. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is up and in. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Exceptional focus from the veteran point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
And taken away by Johnson. Beasley finds Hernangomez. And that one is good by Beasley.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Fast break, Minnesota. Okogie, the pass to Hernangomez. Here's Russell. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Paul. 5 on the clock. It's deflected. Adams, the pass to Dort. Over Johnson. The putback counters.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Beasley. A 3-ball. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Paul, right side. Here's Adams. Got it!
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh!
Man. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. A narrow win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. before.
Well, Kevin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. He gets it in there.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you were talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Paul passes to Dort. From deep. No good on the shot. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker outside. It's deflected.
Gallinari using his length right there. Nicely done on the block shot.
Booker finds Oubre. Johnson outside. Back to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Adams down low. Ayton's there. Over to the wing. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And Dort gets it to go.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Booker outside. Here's Ayton. Off with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Paul.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Pass to Ayton. Rubio against Paul. Sinks that one from the post. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Booker with no one around, and that one hits back iron.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And they take the lead.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Booker, that ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
To the middle. Gallinari outside. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Paul outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Well, tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
Both teams will make substitutions. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And the three off target.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Schroeder. It's blocked. It's tipped. Out to the right wing. Back to Noel. The pass to Ferguson. Passes it to Paul. With the teardrop. Here's Noel. Here's Ferguson. They shoot again. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. To the paint. Saric, that's good.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Saric so comfortable on the interior.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Nerlens Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the three, the small forward. Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Saric, right side. And it's Noel with the rebound. Oklahoma City shooting 43% from the field. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Schroeder outside. Noel passes to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Diallo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Diallo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. To the right side. Back to Bridges. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Ferguson, defended by Bridges. And Noel kicks to Diallo. 6 to shoot. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Baines pulls it down. Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Carter. Pass to Jerome. At the top of the key, Baines. Unloads from 13. Up again. Saric on the follow. Saric has got his second basket.
How about the instincts of Dario Saric? Just exceptional at getting those second chance opportunities.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Right wing. Back to Diallo. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Back to Noel. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Bridges leading the charge. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Oubre off the drive.
I tell you, like lightning. Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one clearly a foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Rubio against Paul. And the basket by Rubio.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City, trailing by 4. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. Adams, he can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. And the basket by Rubio. And the Suns lead by 6.
Now this is the pace that Rubio loves, fast and furious.
Paul right side, inside. Molinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He dishes it to Paul. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Suns leading by 6. Rubio looking around. Here's Oubre. Here's Ayton. Up and in on the layup. Ayton's got 6.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And Gallinari throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
Both good from the line that time. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that's a wrap for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
Pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Paul's got 7 points.
He has proven that you have got to get out and contest on the three-point shot. Chris Paul is always efficient from 3.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul, right side, takes the three. Again, the miss by Paul.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
And the pass to Dort. Gallinari on the wing. Paul with the three. Kept alive. Here's Adams. Three-pointer. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Thunder trailing by 16. Oubre with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Booker.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Paul. And it's good. 2 points. 9 points in the game so far.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
For three, Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Fires for three. And Chris Paul hits from deep. Paul's got 12 in the game.
Look at Chris Paul getting aggressive. He's not going to let that three go unanswered. He's too competitive for that.
Ayton up top. Kicks it out to Booker. The three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Booker. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Goes back up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
And the Suns here with a different look. Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And here's Booker from the arc. Again, the miss by Booker. Under trailing by 13. Here's Schroeder. And he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Here's Booker. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Diallo, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Bridges kicks to Booker. 51 seconds left in the third. Sharch has the open look and a miss there on the triple. Thunder have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Diallo, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Suns leading by 7. Sharch in the corner. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. Carter, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Kaminsky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good there. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Good. And now it's only a 5-point Phoenix lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Well, the quick hands of Dennis Schroeder to create the havoc defensively and get a steal.
Trying to end the drought. Misses. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Suns lead by 3. And we'll have this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Ferguson. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Then Bridges jams it in.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly, puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
Schroeder, left side. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And that one's good. Noel.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Carter for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
To the inside. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
And the Suns call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And the Thunder with some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Phoenix also making some changes. Oubre comes in for Bridges, and it's Devin Booker in for Carter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Paul's checked in. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. On up the court. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
You know, crafty, that seems to be the word most applied to Booker. Able to get the defense to overreact.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And Devin Booker in the 3rd year of that 5-year, $158 million contract. Coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Rubio the pass to Baines. And here's Booker. Latrey. And that one is off. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul. Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And it's Johnson in for Sharch. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul right side to the middle. To take the lead. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. Johnson in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Booker dishes to Rubio. Johnson wide open. He fires. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Inside. And the rejection by Ayton. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Back to Booker. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton.
You get a sense there of...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Kicks it out to Paul. To the paint. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. It counts.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Nine seconds left in the game. Paul for 3. Misses the 3. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the...
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for Hey Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Here's Conley, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Stolen by Conley. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Now, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Gobert down low. Adams on him. Gobert can't hit. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Conley the pass to Gobert. And taken away by Paul, and Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Yeah, I don't know when Chris Paul sleeps. It's never during the game. Always active and keeping his arms moving, which is how he's able to swipe that one away.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. On defense, the Thunder. Mitchell dishes to Gobert, and Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
O'Neal's checked in for Mike Conley. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That one doesn't drop. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Paul surveying the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Count that one.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Paul outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The shot's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here's Mitchell. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Back to Gobert. And no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
They get it again. Gobert, second chance shot, and foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Jazz, Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Noel, great positioning on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Right side Davis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
They've got Nerlens Noel, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Schroeder, right side. Passes it to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Muscala's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City. Noel against Conley. Over Noel. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
The pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Noel. Pass to Schroeder. Again, Oklahoma City.
Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I'd like to see him square up and sink those J's.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Schroeder against Conley. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Conley with it. Dishes it to Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Down low. And that one's good. Noel. Noel's got his second basket.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Here's Mudiay. Misses from close range.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. To the wing right side. Pass to Ferguson. Out left to the wing. Schroeder finds Noel. Here's Ferguson. Out to the right wing. And here's Diallo. Drops in the layup for two. And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Conley dishes to Davis. And it's blocked. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Poked away and stolen by Noel. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 16-point game. Now here's Conley. D right on him. It's good. And that's now 6 points for Ed Davis.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Diallo the pass to Ferguson. Back to Diallo. Gobert with the block. In transition, here come the Jazz. Conley's running and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Conley's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Schroeder passes to Diallo. And so it's Oklahoma City with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. And Gallinari, a guy who made... And that...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
Paul, and good that time. Paul's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Kicks it out to Paul. Good, nice job down low. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Feeds to Mitchell. Here's Ingles. The Thunder pull it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yeah, you combine a lot of things with Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got speed and length and growing in terms of his basketball IQ.
The 19-foot shot got a piece of it. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it's Paul missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Al Paul, 10 points for him. Had the space there, but it's offline. Fast break, here come the Jazz. Bogdanovich finds Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Paul goes in. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, right now the defense completely uncomfortable in guarding pick and rolls with Chris Paul. He loves to dice up the D in those sets.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Dort. Shot from the wing. And that one goes long.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Gobert can't hit. The Thunder leading by 20. Count it, good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Conley feeling it out over Paul. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Paul. Here's Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 20. Outside Conley. Ingles in the corner. To the inside. Count that bucket. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Conley into the lane. Good work defensively by Paul. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Dort gets it to go.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Conley, the rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Thunder. Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Diallo in its shooting guard. It's good from in tight. Noel's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Thunder. Mitchell looking it over. In the corner, O'Neal with it. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell with it. Diallo's there. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Back to Muscala. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ahead, here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Clarkson against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. That shot misses. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal with the defensive effort. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Basket counts. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. And Utah also making a switch. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson kicks to Gobert. That one goes in.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And there's the pass to Ferguson. To the middle. And Noel gets it to go on the assist from Gallinari.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson. The Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. Back to Gobert over Noel. And it's Gobert again missing. The Thunder leading by 22.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Nerlens Noel.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Gobert trying to get open. Bogdanovich with a nice move.
Yeah, and Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel.
Nerlens Noel.
That's good from Noel.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside, here's Bradley, and that one good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Baisley. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best-dressed squads. Coming down the tunnel earlier tonight. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen...
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Towns is doubled. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Paul outside. The shot from the low post is good.
You cannot underestimate Chris Paul's ability to finish through contact just because he's small. I mean, he's as tough as they come.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the right side. Dort misses. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he's good on the second. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley with the steal. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Russell. Buries it down low.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Paul outside. From deep three-point range, Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Here's Paul. Here's Adams out to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Layman gets the bucket. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
For the finish. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And the Thunder making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. And the Timberwolves making a change here. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Culver passes to Noel. To the paint. Here's Reed. He's covered by Noel. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. And he sinks the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Reed gets the bucket.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Ferguson out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Diallo in at the 2. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Reed the pass to Culver. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Culver's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Muscala finds Schroeder. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Minnesota leading by 7. Passes it to Culver. To the wing on the left. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ferguson kicks to Muscala. Pass to Diallo. Schroeder, left side. Back to Diallo. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Culver. Diallo, no good. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Layman. Now Culver. The pass to Noel. Over to the left wing. A floater. He gets that one.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Thunder trailing by 9.
And at Texas Tech, Jared Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Minnesota also with the sub. Okogie's checked. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the efforts being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the left wing. Passes it to Okogie.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Here's Russell. Knocked away. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. Offensive rebound. Adams. And the wide open shot from Paul.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Beasley shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
And the second free throw, good. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Feeds to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the left side wing. Paul against Russell. The shot's good from Paul.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Towns finds Hernan Gomez. Back to Towns. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Poke loose. Gallinari with the steal. Russell against Paul, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hernan Gomez against Adams. Back to Russell. Down low. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the basket by Okogie. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns with the defensive effort.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have an 8-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, it's a nice, patient...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. Out to Gallinari. Paul against Russell. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Chris Paul. Timberwolves shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And Beasley, here we go. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
The Thunder shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. Out to the wing. Hernan Gomez against Paul. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Inside, Beasley. And Adams sends it back. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hernan Gomez. Gallinari dishes to Paul. For the lead. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
You know, you talk about stretching the defense out. I mean, with Chris Paul, I think you've got to tag him as soon as he crosses half court because he'll let it fly.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. To the middle. Here's Noel. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Reed gets the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Over to the left wing. Paul for 3. Reed with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's good on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Paul, right side. Back to Diallo. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Fires the 3. No good that time. Timberwolves leading by 3. Noel passes to Culver. Lays it up off the glass. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thunder trailing by 9. Paul left side. Diallo kicks to Muscala. Paul with the 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Diallo. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. Now the pass to Culver. Here's Lehman. Nailed from three-point land. Lehman's got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Paul, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls on him.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Timberwolves also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman. And it's Russell in for Culver. Towns, the pass to Reed. Beasley outside. The Thunder pull it in. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Over to the wing. Paul for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Okogie. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Okogie's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Oklahoma City. To the inside, here's Hernangomez. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Schroeder outside, and a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And the basket by Okogie.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Gallinari missing. Timberwolves leading by 12. Beasley outside. Down low. Hernangomez passes to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Clock at 6. And stolen by Russell. And they're pushing it up. There's the lob to Towns.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Schroeder outside. There's the dish to Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Minnesota leading by 16. Hernan Gomez passes to Okogie. Easily in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. Back to Towns. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Towns is a handful in deep. I mean, you look at his size, his height, and his length. Combine that with his strength, hard to guard.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And last season, Karl-Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Paul passes to Muscala. They need this. And Chris Paul gets the 3. Paul's got 16 here in the second half.
You got to respect his range now. Paul's form and release are perfect. You feel like every 3 he shoots is going in.
Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Timberwolves leading by 17. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice recognition by Towns there. I mean, catches the defender out of position and then sails the foul call.
And Towns drops them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. That 3 off the mark. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-5 run.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl-Anthony Towns.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City, and the rejection by Towns. And it's good, 2 points. 1:04 left in the 4th. Here's Okogie. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Paul passes to Baisley from deep. And Chris Paul hits from deep.
Watch out now. When Paul finds his rhythm, he's a creative scorer, is comfortable pulling up from any area on the court.
And then Johnson with the jam.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Paul for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Kicks it out to Paul. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans